Aloha, my beautiful beloved family. We've got some codes that we want to share with you. There can be so much talking, so much knowledge, wisdom shared, but the core that is wanting to be received by the heart and soul of each individual is something so much more, so much grander than anything we've seen, perceived, or believed to be. So my beloved family, I want to say thank you. We thank you from our heart to yours, from our heart to all. We thank you for being here at this moment in time, for choosing to tune in, to have a little fun with us, to flow on a ride, to play this game in the way that it was always intended. And right now, it is something, codes. This is what's coming through. This is the focus. This is what we'll be bringing in today. And I just want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you that are here right now that chose this. Even if it makes no sense in the world, you here creating, breathing, living, inspiring, learning, triggering, being triggered. Thank you. What is happening, although it might be hard to see in all ways, is a collective effort that we have co-created together. And it's something that, as many have seen, there are changes happening on a level that our planet, our collective, has not witnessed. Not in this lifetime, not in a very long time. So it's like piece by piece by piece by piece, this beautiful everything is just coming to life. And right now, we know that so many of us, so many of our family are dealing with aspects of grief, of despair, of anxiety, of restlessness, of fear. Know that you are never alone, beloved. Your family is here experiencing this with you. For when we feel pain within ourselves, this is a level of healing needing to occur within and throughout our collective. For we are one. Something so simple, but at this moment in time, with everything that's gone on, if you haven't figured out that some of the biggest secrets are the ones that are the most simple and have been right in front of you this whole time, it's time to start asking some questions. We have a lot that we want to share, just like a lot of you guys out there that are this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here. Everybody's freaking out. We've been training for this. This is why we're here. Yes! But it's also something that we are each here to work together to bring this together in a way that is unified, is filled with so much love, with so much truth. There's never a need to argue, to debate, debate. Having a conversation, sharing your truths, asking questions is key. But to argue, to break down, to attack, to degrade is so far from what we are needing right now, from what you are needing, from what I am needing, from what we are needing. We've got so much of our family that is really, really struggling to hold on to love right now. That is really struggling to hold on to joy, to hope, to happiness, to bliss, to the remembrance that this is just one phase, and as this passes, what unfolds, what we choose to create together in the now moment, is the purpose of why we are here, why we have been here, why there are those of us that on a soul level, we're we get this, but we're here to help our family understand this so this can come to life within everybody. So right now, you guys, this is something that we just want to bring up as a recommendation. Like, first of all, to each individual that's going through everything, like, know that we love you so much. Like, yes, you that chose to listen to this, that clicked on this, that is flowing with us, that is having fun with us, that is on this roller coaster, that is on this ride, that is having fun. Like, we thank you for everything that you have brought in, everything that you have done, everything that you've chose to do, everything that you're going to be able to do from this point on, everything that you choose. As what we refer to as Universe 13 enfolds within and throughout all that we are. So, this is something that I do want to bring up because already I'm doing more talking and the core was closed. It's just like, we love you so much. Like, it's almost hard to contain at times. Like, know that each and every one of you, like, you are seen, you are noticed. Like, I promise, our family is everywhere. Like, we see, we hear. If you're that person on the side of the road thinking you're alone, know that when we drive by, we see you, we feel you. We are sending you so much love, so much light, so much gratitude for choosing to do whatever you can based off of what you have understood so far to better yourself. Like, beloved, if you are trying your best, this is all that is ever asked of you. And this is why we can literally, truly never, ever, ever compare ourselves to the growth of another individual. Like, there are so many variables to this, so many reasons on why this is the case. And this is just one of many things that we will go into. It's something that I've had both sides with my videos so far, where some are like, this is way too extensive, like way too in-depth. And then others that are like, this is way too vague. like you gotta add more into it. And I'm over here like, trying to be like, how do we share these things to an audience of unknown and known people that are on all different sides of the spectrum, completely unawakened, just going through this, learning a lot of the shadow sides that have resided within our planet, and those that have like stepped into an awakening and a remembrance of like who they are, of who you are, of who I am, of who we are. But it's something that at the same time, we've got so many layers in between these two spectrums. And so it's one of those things that right now, we're going to be focusing on codes, and we're going to be bringing in specific videos at times, just like I've mentioned before, but it's actually time we start doing this. They're going to focus on individualized topics, okay? Know that we're literally taking things as back, like one of the most common timelines that people are aware of and speak of is what was referred to as like the Yeshua timeline. And it's something that, you know, we view this time to be such a funny thing. We view this to be like, oh, you know, here we're a couple thousand years in the future. Oh, that's old news. Everybody knows this. Everybody's learned this. Like, where's the new stuff? Where's like the deep stuff? Where's like the like, like, I promise you, it's here. It's been waiting for you. But the foundation, the groundwork, the starting point, this is key. Sometimes you gotta step back a step or two. Ground out, anchor out, clear out whatever's needed, really like remember, see, and have the clarity with that of which is needed to know. And then like, BAM! It's like, woo! But a big part of this, okay, to finish what I was saying on that. Yeah. It is something that is going to be really important for each individual to be able to tune into what they are feeling guided to too much talking. Those of you that know me, you know, like, I love to go off. And this is part of the issues of my videos. I'm like, alright, we've got one thing, but I'm going to seed a bunch of these things. And how do I even talk about this without going on for hours? Alright? And so it's something that this video is meant to be codes, all right? But I wanted to just, apparently there was aspects of me. It's like, oh, let's see this, let's see this. So yeah, you guys, like, literally, we're going back to the basics. Like, there is so much to learn and so much to bring in, but like each and every per one of you guys, every single one of us can start with the basic foundations. So love. This is something everybody knows, but to hold the love within, like true, divine, eternal, unconditional love, not this fake love, not this distorted love, not these play off of emotions that are triggering various reactions and experiences to try to simulate an experience of love. Like, love is the key. This is what heals. This is what expands. This is what evolves. This is what brings clarity. This is what brings grounding. This is what brings connection, community. This is what dissolves away separation. This is what dissolves away distortions of every kind. And so easy it can be for us to be like, oh, I love myself, I love myself, I love others. Now, there's two sides of this. There are many of those that can love themselves so much, but because of the foundation not being there, this love isn't able to make it in the ways that it's able to everyone. And then you have those that love our family, that love everything about this so much, but have dealt with abuse, have dealt with trauma, have been told that they are less than what they are, have been beaten down, have been abused, have been oppressed, have been repressed. In all different combinations. Our family, like every single individual, has experienced this in some way, shape, or form, whether it's perceived externally or not. Like, this is why we can never compare ourselves to others, beloved. Like, each path is so unique. Each path is so special. We might see similarities, but the depth of what is actually being done, what's being accomplished, the level of service being provided, is only meant to be known, seen, and understood when it is time. A time that we're marinating in over here. And with each person that wakes up, with each person that brings this love in, that begins this process, like literally, like we're turning up the heat, we're turning up the fire, we're bringing in the light. Like, this is a cook-off. Too much talking. Ah! Okay. Okay, two aspects. One. There's a part of me that's like, let's redo this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Everything I've started to talk about is another example of things that we have a lot more to share than just a couple seconds of. But this is also a lesson for me, because the original thing that came through was like, we need to share codes. And there's been codes being shared this entire time. So, but it's something that like... We're going to be sticking single concept videos. You see it enough. Like, and for each and every concept that resonates with you, please, if you got questions, reach out, send a message, get a list together. Even if I'm not always able to respond, like, I will take these questions and put them down and stream them and bring them out for you guys, all right? But it's also something that, like, right now, like, each and every one of you guys, like, our family, like, there is so much that can be done right now. Like, it's incredible. There's literally, like, let me put it this, there's more that can be done in a day than, like, we have set aside for ourselves. That's even, like, within this system. Like, you can literally maximize, like, every single second, every single minute, every single hour of every single day. Waking and sleeping, there's ways to maximize our work and effectiveness on every single level. Okay? And the biggest thing right now is inner work. Like diving in, figuring out how to raise your love quotients. Go back to the basics, like the super, super simple basics that have been taught, seeded through all religions, through all cult teachings, the basics. Start with there. Even if you're like, I've done this forever, like, be like, all right, well, now our family, our collective needs this love, needs this support. Like, there is the opposition. And sadly, to say, the opposing forces, the opposition is much more unified in certain ways. And it's part of the aspects of what they have from controlling this system. They don't have what we hold. So all they can try to do is keep us divided, keep us separate, keep us distracted, keep us distanced, keep us so confused in fear and worry and concern that we can't even anchor in anything, you know? And I know some of you guys out there have felt this. Those that are doing work, clearing and opening up for the collective, like, things are picking up. And it's something that things are picking up to give life and resurrection to all. But this also means that the reasons why we are here, our roles, we're being asked to step into them like full force. And as this picks up, like each person we need standing, like in all the love and all of the joy, in the wisdom and the divine will, in the kindness and compassion, in the forgiveness and grace. With the clarity, with the wisdom, with the knowing to stand here and to receive all that comes through. Because family, there are those of you that have been placed very specifically, very strategically, specific cities, specific states, and various regions, whatever other people call it, aren't states in other countries. And there are those that are seeing entire countries, entire continents. like you guys want to trip out about 5G networks, like 5D and higher networks, like our freaking true celestial networks are everywhere. And just like you got people that are out there trying to take down these towers, we are towers that, like, the opposing sides have done everything they could to shut down. And so it's just really, really important to focus on the love right now. I bring this as the key because it's something we've got to build our love levels up. Like our body, ourselves, like the level of love that I'm talking about can be really, really difficult. The holding your body can only hold so much. It's like a workout in itself, okay? And by sharing, like, and loving yourself, and loving your family, expressing love and gratitude in any way, shape, or form to anything in your field, whether seemingly inanimate or animate, for all is life. And like, I'm gonna have to do videos for this. Oh, so many videos to make. This is very difficult for me, so thank you for being here as I practice, as I learn. Like as I'm here doing my best to share my truths, to support you, like you holding space and like sharing your feedback, you know, and sharing your love. And like allowing me to go through this so I can refine and learn how to improve, how to bring things out in a way that can be the best received by our family, by all family. And this is actually one last thing that I want to bring up, because already it's like shoom, 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 shoom. I might even do another video, review the two. But sometimes it's not about like over and over and trying. I guess we try. It's just about expressing all that we are, like on an authentic level. Because I promise you, like, there are so many things that are going on internally and externally that, like, right now, many of you are being prepared to share wisdom, to perform and to complete certain tasks. But these tasks can only be done when you are truly ready and embodying all that you are. Like, I promise you don't want to do something halfway and be like, now I'm at this point. Oh, wait, I have to go through that again. No, be patient with your process. Maximize every second of time that you've got right now. Like, literally, like, I'm sorry, I'm having like streams of like, this is why we asked you to put this out. This is why you've had the guidance to do this. I'm like, man, we've got tools, we've got resources, we've got guidance to be able to share. And I know a lot of you guys out there are going to be like aware of other tools, of other things that are able to help and are able to come together and help paint this masterpiece. Okay, because every single person is a puzzle piece to this divine perfection that is everything. And now it's just time to remember what piece you are, see it, the framework, and boom! Ha! Put the puzzle together. So like right now, there's an aspect where like, I know me personally, there's things that I'm like, dude, we've got so many of this and so much on so many different angles, and what if I just hold off a little bit longer and just wait for a little bit more to come in? You know, this is part of the issues with the video. It's been like little bits and bits because there's so much going on behind the scenes in our own life. But it's like we want to share, we have this to share, and it's coming through on so many levels that our family needs us, needs you, needs the we. The only way we can step into that is when we get over the insecurities, when we get over the fear, when we get over the doubt, when we get over the judgment. Like, beloved, when you hold love for yourself, it will never matter what somebody brings to you, because we love each individual to such a degree. It's unwavering. It's everlasting. And when it's hard for us to hold this love inside, it's hard to share that love in every single way. And so it's time to free ourselves from anything that we have been reliant upon in any way, shape, or form. Because our family needs us, but we can only be there for our family when you are there for yourself. Trust me, like, this is a lesson that like I myself am learning in so many ways. Okay? And so for me, and if this resonates with you, you trust your heart always. But for me, what I have received is our family. Like, there are those that are in positions to share all the extensive, in-depth knowledge, wisdom, and information. But at the same time, when this happens, especially with the opposition that we've dealt with beforehand, this takes a lot. It's a huge level of service. There's a lot of time that is consumed from this, and there's a lot of harassment that comes from this. There's a lot of people that want to attack, belittle, and judge. It was very important that we allowed all pieces of this divine masterpiece to play out in the ways that were most auspicious and allowed for things to happen as smooth, gracefully, blissfully as possible for each person. So we couldn't put all keys, all sets, all wisdom in one location, in one set. But the level of infiltration, with the level of corruption, like, this is something that, like, there's a reason why we say together as one, we have one. Like, there's never one individual that can take this on for all. It is a collective effort that when each and every person remembers more and more of, the level of gratitude and love that will fill you from the inside out and from the outside in. It's so weird to be bridged with being grounded. On one side we're sharing, neutrally observing what comes in, but then there's this side of me that just is like tears building. Because this is everything, and we know, we have received, we have felt how close so many of you are feeling this eternally, forever, everlasting, unconditionally. Like, thank you from all I am, from all we are. Thank you. We love you so unbelievably much, and we are so proud of you. for working through these hard moments right now, because we know that they're never easy, but we do promise that this is for your highest good. This is everything you have wanted, and you will never be given something that you are truly unable to handle. I promise you this. We're in this together. And like, when one of us falls, like, our hands are out to pull you up and to embrace you in the biggest hug as families reunite in every way, shape, and form. So yeah, right now what people need is something they can relate to. Alright? Something they can share, that they can see, like, hey, you've got all this going on, but hey, you're human. And isn't that amazing? Like, if you're stuck on the celestial selves and are hating or upset or annoyed with humanity, this is a part of you, a huge part that is wanting to be loved, is wanting to be recognized. So right now, we'll go into all of these, but right now, like, the guidance we have been receiving is that we don't need the specifics, we don't need to, like, teach, like, all of this, like, we are here as equals to do this together as one. We teach and lead through example. Like, all of us take on the teacher and student roles to, like, to learn, to grow, to progress. Alright? And so it's something that right now, what we've been receiving, one of the biggest things our families can relate or can utilize right now, that is, like, the collective is asking for, is aspects of, like, relatability. Of aspects that, like, people can actually, like, everybody's experiencing their own unique things. And for many people at all different layers and levels, like, keep in mind, you guys, like, yeah, there's a mass awakening that's happening right now. But for those of us that have had to go through these in other ways, like, it was not a mass thing. A lot of us were by ourselves. A lot of us were individuals. We didn't know. Did you have any idea for a while, like, when I was told to step back from aspects I was involved in before, and I had to dedicate myself to something new? Like, how many times I was told, I was like, our teams, our family is everywhere, like, put this foundation together. As this happens, the collective will be prepared and ready to receive. And it was like, we, our teams. I was like, who are we? I was like, yeah, I got the 144,000. Yeah, I know there's other groups. I know it's not just me on this, but, you know, and so many people were like, who's the we you speak of? Who's the we? And back there, you know, especially like a few years back when I was on this level, I was like, you know, I don't know at this point. All I know is I can feel it. It keeps popping up. Every time it pops up more and more, it's like ching, 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 ching. And, you know, it was almost like a year, even on that side, which I know seems so short for how long our journeys have been to get to these points. But even on that side, it was like over a straight year of me being like, we've got the we. I don't know where they're at, but I know we'll find each other when it's time. And sure enough, as it has become that time, the time of divine perfection, we have found each other. And there's still, like, this is the time to bridge, to connect, to unite our families, to unite our tribes, unite our teams. So yeah, it's something that, in short, those being able to step out and even being able to share, like, literally, if you're worried about sharing publicly, if you're learning about posting, like, there are so many people that will even go through my posts and won't like them, won't comment them, won't share them, but they'll come out and publicly reach out. Sometimes it's right away, sometimes it's down the line. Being like, hey, this has meant everything. This has been one of the biggest helps I could have ever received. Like, hey, I was questioning, I was doubting about this. This didn't resonate with me beforehand. But certain things have happened and now it does. I don't know what's going on, but I can feel this. And so it's something that's like, yes, 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 yes. Like, be confident in yourself. Literally, it's okay to like. It's okay, like, if you see something, like, don't be hiding. Even if you can just acknowledge, like, even if you don't have anything to say, if you see something, you feel a resonance, like, you can help each one of our families that are sharing our truths. And when you show that support, something so little, like, literally, you guys, the littlest acts of kindness, Like the littlest tiny bits. Like, yeah, there are those out there that expect the world because they have yet to understand what the world and who they truly are. Then there are those of us out there that like we have so much to learn, but we understand so much of this that like we're willing and wanting. Like, this is why we're here, to hold as much of this as we can. It's like we're not perfect with this. Like, we're learning just as like everyone else is. So literally aspects of support, like of expressing your feelings, your experience, of sharing that love, of being like, I love you, like, thank you for this, like, I am so grateful for this, whatever you feel that's your authentic expression. Dude, in many ways, it means more than if somebody walked up and was like, here's $500. It's like, yeah, this would be helpful, but this means everything. This lights and fuels a fire that is never going to be put out. You guys, and there are things in motion that are working to like diminish, to dampen, to disconnect, to cloud our ability to connect. And they're trying to do this because this literally is a game over moment. Like, we do not have to play their game ever again. We had to enter and play there, but now we see, we know, we remember. It's time to be free from that. To step away from that. And like to step into all that we are so we can create from here and embody this level. So yeah, you guys, it's something that like just, once again, a lot of this stuff we can go into later times, but I'm already flowing with this, so. And you guys, there's a lot of you right now that simply just by sharing what you're going through, your physical symptoms, your spiritual symptoms, the synchronicities and aspects that are coming in, your struggles and your fears, as well as like the aspects that are empowering you, that are supporting you, because I promise you, if it has done this for you, there are others that are needing this as well. And as we go inside, as we figure these out for ourselves, we're releasing on these levels. As we bring out and share, we are going through hurdles. We are challenging ourselves. We are stepping into all that we are. And there are those out there that see this, even if they won't say anything. Like, literally, there's people that will even attack you and say such rude things. And if you hold space for them, I promise you, if you are in your heart, if you are in love and you address this with them in this way, there's never going to be the opposition back. But many times it can be hard to hold this love unconditionally, unwaveringly in all situations. This is why it's so important to go back to the foundation to build this up. And there are things like, there are many practices we can share, but one thing I will say is the 12D meditation that Lisa Renee on energeticsynthesis.com and ascensionglossary.com, I think is what it is. Like, she's got so much material, and granted, there's so much of her stuff that's literally going to be like, it'll be understood when it's time for you and each individual. But right now, it's like these specifics, like, we don't need to know all of the details, all of the aspects. We just need to hold the framework, be in our heart and love, and start and build this foundation, and the rest just falls into place. Okay? And with each and every person that starts doing this, with each and every person that starts stepping out, that starts sharing their truth, like, try to like, this is something that we're going to be filling this everything, every area of our existence. It's literally like light that is shining on everything. Like, there's no more shadows. Like, there's no more of these phantom and fallen aspects. Like, we identify, we dissolve away, we heal, we help transit out home, we help restore all to the ability that have that ability to make their way back home, to raise their vibration, to heal all they are, and to go through this like transcendence, this like transfiguration, this transformation process. Like, yeah. So funny. Even when the Diamond Body series come out, I was like, it's going to be a couple months till we put out a video, and technically that's supposed to be in May. So these little ones are like my own tests of things that are needing to be shared, wanting to be shared. And especially in preparation for the 22nd, this is another aspect of the 444 gateway. So like, just like what we built up and we're working, and these energies have been working with us, so we get to work with them on the 22nd as well. And this is going to move all the way up into about May 5th. And then 12 months from that point, 13 months total from when this was initiated, May 5th, 2021. It's It's gonna be really big for a lot of people, but there's a lot in between this. Like, we've got waves and we've got mini waves flowing within there. So grab your freaking surfboard and get out here and surf the crystal rivers, because like this is our playground, you guys. This is like where we thrive in. Like, let your inner child out. Like, unify all body systems. Like, bring this light, bring this joy, bring this love, bring this truth, your truth that you've experienced. Like, literally, the most powerful thing you can share is not something you've learned and heard from this. The most powerful things you can share are that of which you have experienced directly. That of which you have had all the mental confusion and clarity. You have had all the heartbreak and that surging heartgasms of love. Like, you've had it all. So it's like you can come on this situation no matter what it may be. Like insecurity, sexuality, like self-empowerment. Like, dude, there's a gazillion lists we could go off of. Okay? And like by each individual sharing their piece of the puzzle, sharing their truth and making that known, like what is able to happen is like quite literally extraordinary. Like, it's time for each and every individual to see who you are, to remember, like to truly, truly remember the depth of all we are. Cause it's everything. Like on so many days. Things get a little long at times. Like, so I'm going to put out a shorter one for the 222 with some codes that we come in, because a lot of my videos might actually be moving forward just codes. Okay? I know that you'll receive exactly what you need, but those of you that have been following along, you're already observing the changes that they make, what they bring into being. Like, you've been able to see the positive growth, the positive changes. Like, I know a couple of you guys have reached out and said this. I'm just like, really, 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 it means a lot to hear that, but it means even more to know that you've been able to identify this yourself. It's so big, beloved. So, like, I'm so proud of you. We are so proud of you. We're proud of all of us. Like, and we're very excited to embody this next stage together as one. Oh no. I was trying to go to see what time it was, and I totally reset this over. It was like almost my clock. I was like, dude, this thing's like 42 minutes and 22 seconds. I was like, there's no way my video is to be that long. We keep it short. But obviously, this is how it flows. And so now I'm just being aware, because I'm like, there was like 6 or 7 minutes left on there. Yeah, 37 minutes on here, so. But yeah, you guys, let's share. Like, and just be open and expressing about this. And I promise you, like, I know it can be hard. Like, trust me, do you have any idea how many times it's like we can share and do so much personally and in person with people and stuff like that. And but even to an extent, like, bringing the codes in. Just, yeah, what we can share from our own experience is some of the most impactful and needed things right now. And especially as we recognize, we're like, wow, I went through this and I came out on this side. A lot of people haven't been able to do that. How did I build this ladder for myself? How did I get here? What did I need? What came into what did I think I need that turned out that was just a limitation because I already had it all? Like, what has your experience been? There's never right or wrong, and a lot of times there's many ways to get to the same place. But it can be so impactful, so powerful to express your piece of the ladder so our family can find this and can use this to help climb out of the system themselves. Keeping in mind that that too is nothing more than just a metaphor. But it's so real at the same time. And like at this point, like, I feel like this is all I need to speak in English. It's probably more than I needed to share, but like, I don't know, maybe there's something we can do with some of you guys if you guys are ever interested, where like we bring up and like, you know, have freaking Zoom meeting something, and you know, and we learn to flow, and it's like asking questions, bringing things up, like giving me feedback on how I can be received even better. Like, I don't know. We can figure things out together. Like, there's a lot. I know there's a lot. You know there's a lot. We all know. But if there's something that we have yet to understand, like together as one, we will figure this out. And with each piece of divine truth that's figured out that comes in this puzzle, we see the puzzle coming. It's not like, oh yeah, I think this puzzle's coming together. No, it's like crystallizing. Piece by piece by piece by piece by piece. And we have the ability to choose how long this is, to how long this goes, how long we want this to be. Do we want to do this by next month? Do we want to wait a year? Do we want to wait a few years? Like, granted, like, know that there is this, like, we have to do this in a way that's for the highest good of everyone and that flows in these ways. But together as one, we can collectively choose to go through this in a way that is much faster or much longer. It is literally a choice. And waiting for others to do this, even in the spiritual communities, like, yes, like, listen, hear these truths, receive these codes, share your truths, but always know that you hold the power, that there's more that you are able to do, like, in your own space, in your own field. Like, dude, this is a huge blessing, you guys, like, huge. But the only way we can actually do everything that we're able to is when we actually know and understand. So right now, if we can understand that love and that joy and these types of things are something that help build us up and build our foundation, start there. It's something everybody can understand. Every person that's anchoring more love is lifting and raising this, like, divine love quotient everywhere. So yeah, we'll just share, flow, and grow together as one, as children and daughters of the sun, as we are, like, the solar Christ masculine, solar Christ feminine, fully reborn, resurrected, connecting with our Christed selves as all body systems, like, come online, unified together in divine harmony. So, yeah, let us support each other. Let us stand there for each other. Let us empower each other. Let us stoke each other out. And there's so many ways you can do this. Like, literally, you guys, like, there's only been a few that have received private sessions directly from me on certain things, and it's been wonderful to hear what it's meant to you guys in these ways. But there's aspects where, like, I've been being guided, like, it's time to actually start helping people, both on a group scale, which we've already been doing, but also to certain individuals that need help to be able to work and to assist. And it's something that we've got codes, we've got activations, we've got work that we can do with you. We can help you get to this point until you can do it for yourself and do this for others. But it's something at the same time, we've got to put a value on this. What is worth it to you? Do you care more about money, or do you care more about helping our family? And if you care about them equally, where are you at? What are you able to do right now? So it is something that I believe my sessions are going to be $222. Whether it's 35 minutes or freaking 3 hours. Like, I don't really know. Every person's going to be different. But it's something, if you don't have that money, I don't care. Like, we do not care. Like, this is what you have valued. This is what our families have valued. This is what people have chosen. We care about love. We want to empower our family to support them. So, hey, there's things that come up. We'll do something different for each person in a situation. But hey, maybe if $222 is too much, maybe you can go and find 222 people on your friends list. And actually go and each one of them, even if you've never met them, even if you don't know them, even if you haven't talked to them forever, even if you have animosity, beef, whatever, and go on there and be like, enter your heart and just type, I love you. And literally, to the best of your ability, put that love there and send it. Whatever you feel guided, just bridge that connection. I'm like telling 222 people I love them. That's like a job in itself, except for it's not, because it's what we want to do. But if it's something that's a little bit harder for you, then yeah, we're so proud of you. And we're here to bring things in to help you. So it's that much easier next time around. So this is something that you want to do. So you can step into all that you are and just soar, thrive. Like, it is time, my family. Like, there's been so much struggling. There's been so much pain. There's been so much separation, division, and fear. And to this we say no more. Like, it's time for unity. It's time for love. Like, I can feel you feeling this on your soul level. Like, everybody wants this. It might be different. Not everybody might understand how this can happen. Might not understand, but like, yes, I want this for everyone, but this has happened. This has happened. These people have done this. These groups have done this. Like, how do we actually trust? How do we hold this love? How do we not get angry, upset? Like, How do you not? Of course you're going to. This has been tough. But we don't run from it. We don't hide from it. We don't beat ourselves up. We don't judge ourselves. We don't repress our emotions. We allow it to flow. We allow it to come forth. And we recognize, like, but sometimes there's literally the points where, like, you're going to be screaming and crying and sobbing. And I don't want to project something. We're hoping it's a little easier for everyone, but this is, we have seen it with so many people. We've seen it with ourselves. Like, literally, like, I had to go through an excruciating level of, like, pain, but it's, like, emotional pain that, like, was all in process to just expand this even more. Because how can we ever really understand where our family's at if we've never experienced this themselves? So sometimes we have things that are very natural and fluent, and if we're not able to understand or relate to our family, a lesson's turned on for us to be able to experience that. Like, this is literally an educational system on a scale that is, like, borderline uncomprehendable, but it's incredible. So, you know, it's something that, like, there's this aspect of just even the aspects of the self-love aspects and the aspects that the love that we are seeking for is internally. The love of our family, like, our true family is our mother, our father, unified with us, the child, as one. Like, this is the love every individual seeks. This is the love that every individual dreams of and wishes and wants. This is the love that people cry for at night. This is the people that beg for. This is the people that sell themselves short because what is experienced is more than what most people have ever, like, had. And do you know how many family dynamics have been broken or split? How many of our sisters and mothers and daughters have grown up, like, never seeing what it's like to have the divine masculine, to have that masculine figure there in love and unity with their divine feminine counterpart, with their partner in that sacred partnership. Because all relationships, all partnerships are sacred, beloved. We just try to use certain terms to make certain stages and layers of this process a little bit easier to understand for each individual, especially when some concepts can be very triggering. Sometimes we don't even know why they're triggering. Sometimes this can go so deep in the past. And there is an aspect where we can be aware, we do need to be aware of what the programs are, of what the triggers are and everything like that. But we need to be, and, like, that's all we need to be aware of. We don't have to go through every single detail, all of this, especially when this stems so back, so far, so deep. It's unnecessary. Once you hold the framework, you can have these little overlays that can bring up so much behind one little thing. And people might be like, that one little thing doesn't seem like that much, but you're like, this is like, oh, like we were here, and it was like, ah, and now it's like coming right here. And, like, this aspect, this focal point, it's the hardest point because there's so much behind this. We don't have to experience, remember all of this. We just have to experience and embody what we're experiencing here now. Recognize it. Love ourselves, forgive ourselves, love others, forgive others, hold compassion always. And allow yourself to feel those emotions, to feel that pain, to feel whatever comes through. And then take that infinite unconditional love that you have developed and just radiate it through you. And if it is too hard, know it is okay to ask for help. Like, your true mother, your true father, your true family, like, wants to help you as much as you want to help yourself. But just like with everything, like, you can go to school, you can receive tutoring, you can receive help, you can receive scholarships, you can receive all this, but if you don't do the work, they can't just give you this degree. Okay? So, I almost need to not even check the time. I went and, like, checked the time, and I was like, ah. All right. Yeah. It's just like, my mind's just like, still, I'm like, I swear there was more to what we were explaining, but then again, there's more to all of what we're explaining. We're just sharing our own personal experiences. And, like, And this is supposed to be just codes, but there's a whole message behind it. So, I'll just add a thing in the video in the comment. I'll be like, the code's coming at this point, my family. If you want the message before, go for it. But these codes we want to bring in are to help you on your journey now. Like, these are like divine sovereignty codes. These are divine unconditional love codes. These are codes that empower to help you work through and clear any programmings, any manipulation that is interfering with your authentic self-expression, any insecurities, any judgments, anything that's getting in the way with you even being able to have the confidence to step out and express yourself. And we're going to help bring this in to help clear this, to begin a process to really help to heal and balance the astral bodies, the mental bodies, the emotional bodies in alignment with all of the physical and spiritual bodies. Like, there are so many different body systems, but these codes right now, like, we're going to flow and do some clearing, do some healing through the astral bodies, the mental bodies, and the emotional bodies in particular, aligning these with the physical bodies. Something's coming through that this is also going to be doing work that's going to be extending through the Nadial systems. Let me put it this way. The codes that we bring in, we couldn't make a video in a freaking day about all the codes that they hold. Like, we couldn't even write a book about this. Like, I don't even, yeah. Like, especially depending on how long these codes are that I share. Like, 30 seconds can be freaking a book that's like a gazillion pages long, you know? It really just depends on what's being brought in. And each person's at different points to receive and needs different things for this, because we don't need to rush this process. Like, everything is happening to divine perfection. People want to say perfection doesn't exist. Perfection is everything. Even what seemed to be imperfect is part of the absolute divine perfection and spectacularness of all that we are, all that we're in, all that we're experiencing. Like, it's literally... Oh man, as we move forward, you guys, like, I can't wait to play with you guys. Like, us, our teams, like, we are so excited. Just everybody go through this. Please, 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 please. Give it a rest. Get all the rest in the world. Take everything you need. Drink water. Stay healthy. Stay on top of this. All right? Because our bodies, it's like, wow. We love ourselves. If any aspect of our system gets too far out of balance, like, here's an example I give with the microbiome. Like, are you familiar with what the microbiome is? It's literally like a giant collective of microorganisms, like trillions upon trillions, that make up like our ecosystem. Just like our planet is like one planet, and we've got like 7 billion, or so it said. You know, we've got more life on here than that, but we'll just stick with around that 7 billion, that 7.77 billion as of the other day. Life forms on this planet. It's like a crazy concept, right, on one planet, but like, imagine like a probiotic capsule. You can get 50 billion freaking things in a little capsule. They're living organisms. They have no idea. They can't see all this, you know. But we take this, it's like literally like eating a planet, and then we've got this like working through our bodies. We've got this working through our systems, and we've got so much diverse life, right? And so it's like literally like we have our consciousness that comes in. It's like this vessel that, you know, is like overseeing and working with this vessel. And it's amazing because our consciousness is all we are. Just like we are one, but we're connected with something so much larger. Like, our consciousness is like it's recreated on here. Imagine the God consciousness to our system. Now, we are reflections of God. We are God. And it's time to stand in our sovereignty and to reclaim our freedom for all. So it's like when you're sitting there, you're like, okay, you know, you can take these things or whatever, but it's like you are literally a God consciousness in a planet, in a vessel, in an entire like macro and microcosm, like existing within and throughout. And so it's amazing because we exist simultaneously but independently at ourselves. So inside, the bacteria, all the colonies, they work together. They need to be in harmony, you know, and if something gets too far out of balance, it can cause issues within these colonies, within these systems, you know. And if too much gets imbalanced, it can start to come and affect the physical body. But as a core, we are one unified being. Without one or the other, if our consciousness was gone, we'd be gone. If our freaking microbiome and all of this bacteria that's working within our systems was gone, we would not be able to function either. Symbiotic relationships. True organic symbiotic relationships that are God's self with our collective family. So it's like one of these aspects that literally either side, like the microbiome can be in perfect health and the mind can get, a little like, can get out of balance without really affecting this. And just like the mind can be in balance and the body systems can actually get out of balance, and it doesn't have to necessarily affect this. But when both sides or when either side gets too far out of balance, like this is where the issues become. Like if one side starts to collapse, it affects the other entirely. So the more we become divided from all that we are, we're literally allowing our own systems to collapse. This is unnecessary. So anyway. So many examples, so many stuff. And this is like one of the things, although I might not go really deep into everything, like take what I've seen and ask questions. If I ended it, like go inside and be like, what was he saying? Or what am I receiving now? What triggered me to dive into that? What is coming through now? Trust yourself. If it's not what it is, you can use that as an example of, okay, this is how this came and this is how this went. Now I know that this is an example of something I need to ask more questions on. Or maybe this is partial truth. Maybe when I have something come in like this, I need to see it from this angle. Like, there's a lot of ways to figure this out. A lot of stuff that we'll share from our own personal experiences. And there's a lot of stuff that you guys are sharing that, like, we're just in this together as one. Like, as we share our personal experiences, we're going to be able to help each other entirely. So, yeah. I'm just going to dive into the codes. I know we started on so many angles, but once again, like, give me 1 second. I'm going to blow my nose super quick. And yeah, let's flow. Alright, so now that we got the forward aspect coming through, or the forward aspect, now that we got through that, we'll just stick with the codes. And I know I keep saying this, but like I'm practicing as well. And so I will, we're going to share the codes on this part. And so almost like turn the music off. I love music, but it's really interesting. Like I'm finding more and more that in the silence, so much more grounding, clear, and coherent. So who knows? Maybe I'll admit these are surprises. Stay tuned for all the epicness that is coming all of our ways. So, anyway. Man, when I get on these video things, I've just got so much to say that I'm like, I want to clock. So we're going to throw out all the time expectations, probably make like a gazillion videos for every step of the way, and whatever you want to tune into, it's most resonant and guided with you. Like, yes. Flow with that. All right. I'm going to bring these codes in now. We set this space in divine unity and divine unconditional love, consecrated through the divine light of God and all that we are. For each and every one of our family here now in our group space that tune into these videos, these activations at any moment in our collective existence, standing in unity and love in service to the law of one, calling in all of our Krystal Guardian families, the Christ itself of each and every individual, the God self of all individuals, the Aurora families and the Aurora host. We call in our family from the Raw Confederation and the Raw Complex. We call in the Mother Ark and all of our ascension teams, biological ascension teams, ascension guides, and our highest avatar selves are all in alignment to the law of one, to be here now to assist each and every individual in receiving these codes, in receiving the codes that are meant for each individual at this moment in time now. We ask the God self of each and every individual to hold any keys and codes until the time of which they can be integrated and come to life within and throughout and divine perfection through this divine perfect framework as God would have it be. Our space we anchor through the pure living rainbow diamond rays. We anchor in the pure living blue ray, the pure violet ray, the pure golden diamond ray, the true diamond rays of creation. We anchor in the emerald ray and the aquamarine ray. We anchor in the platinum ray and the pale silver light of Christ. We activate the GSF command now. I am God, I am sovereign, and I am free within each and every individual. As we anchor this space and unity and service to the one for the highest good of all family and all kingdoms, to fully embody and reclaim all that we are, free from the fear, free from the manipulation, free from the confusion. We call in our Divine Mother and our Divine Father, the Divine Trinity, the Godhead within the homes and beings of each individual at this time. To truly restore true divine unconditional love from our families' hearts to all permanently. Shai, 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 Shamot. Shakanatara, Shamatakakaisha, Makokoishi, Kiashamoishi. Shamatari, Shanotoli, Amoisha, Natatakakaya Matai. Shomaisha, Natatakakakakakakakakokokokokon. Shana Yasaka no Moti Aishin Yatoshi, Aniatoshi, Aniatoshi to. Sinyamoto Toka Ayamoto Kakakakakakakum. Shakatatakai Shakamataka Kakaka Shakakakaka Shakamoto Toku. Shakatokokokokokokum. Simia Tokokokokoku Shumo Shum 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 to Shum Sa Shum Sakatututu Shum 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 Sarashamata Ayamata Kakakakiamo. Ano otiki iamoto kishimata tatakia shakamoto. Shamoshi niashakashum. Sakakakakashum. Sakakakakashum. Sa shum 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 shum. Sa shum. Sa. Sama ari ishinato. Sama oti ari inyata kakakakokushum. Sama tar. Sama totototum. Sarama yama I o samatarea moto kakakaisha aisha o rayasha kamaisha kayamo ish. Sorry guys, something just happened that I'm actually really excited to dive into the moment I get off this. Like wow. Back into this flow. Sa Araisha, Aisha, Amataisha, Sokotutushu, Sa Araisha, Oshakatutushu, Siamo, Oshama, Ashu, Sakashu, Sakatutu, Shukututu, Shukututu, Shutu, Shaka, Shutu, Aru, Shamua Ara, Yashakamata. Ashaka ai asa ai ayama ai iashako tatatakai. Oshama iashana taishana tatakai ashu. Sakatatitishu. Sakatitutututushu. Sakatitutushu. Sakatitutushu. Sakatadushu. Saara ishim. Sakatutushu. Ayama ataka asakamata. Tabakamata asakamo ataka asakamoto kakatata. Okotototaka. O sakamatai asakatai sakatata. O shakakakakakum. O shakakakakum. Asakatato shukomoto araisha aisha. Sakatata shu. Sakatatu shum. Sakatatu shu shu. Sakatatu shu. Sakatatu shu. Sinya amono totatekiare amoi samareya takare amora. Samareya sakatataria sakara ya ari u. Sakata ari ashakamata lia lu. Sakamata lia sokotokaria shokosu kamai shinokoi shinatatakakiato. Samatakakai shamatoi. Shamatata shim. Samatatatu shim. Sakatatu shu. Sakatatu shu. Sakatatu shu. Sakatatu shu. Shuka ara shu. Sakatatu shamo oti amo toko shukomotu shukomo. Sakatu shukututu sakashu. Saka hum. Atatakashi. Sama ari inamata kakakaku. Inamono no. Ari amota kakakakiamoto tatakia shakamoto. Yamaya no yamanaya moya namaya. No. Sinyamota kakeyamoto tatakaria moto shitinya toko. Ama otoki asi o shakamiasa kinyatori ishinyata kakakakum sakakakakushum sakatatushum sama o shinyatatushum ashitutu ati inyatatatu shinatataki shanataki o shinyata ishino mo o motiki anatakakiano Shumo ishi ati atakaka ara utoka shaka amata oka shaka maaya saka tataka shuko sinya tatata ashaka asha akati ishi imishi itikitishim o shaka matu shum Hoo shoo tu shoo shaka tu shoo shaka tata shoo ashaka shoo shaka tu shoo sakata shoo sakata shoo atako o moto shukata hu sakata sakata o shukata hu asa o shama hushi ata ayata kakakuku o sha amushu ashukata shu shu sakata shu Aisha kaki asakamata o shu saka shu saka shitu shu saka shu ama ayata kaisi aishi akakakaku ama ishi oshi shoshukata kakakaku Oshi itikia takokoko sho moti shinya takokoko shamo oshikititi asamo oto shakamato isamata Osha ata asaka mata asakatatata Oka mati ati ayataka ki amatota ki asaka iasakati asa Ino ota ki ama iti asakamoto ishina kakumoisha kama yatatoish Shiti ki asaka I ara yasha kama iano ra ma ta sokamatu sama sara sakuno muta shinyamo shikiani ati aki amoti ashakatu samoto kaki ati amo oshaka aishi Oshaka Aisha akamato akasaka akasaka tara moto shakamata inoto sora omanati ayata yana hu snoop Asi ishi amo ara Aisha ati anyo nyata takomuya shikamatari sakotoko shikamahi soki ti kimya tatkia mu yama ari la Un krystala shukamaya sakamataya shakato saka to shakamata ka krama ishi kakakum ati ari shinata kakiai shinya moya mayata kakiata yata kakakaya sakakakaya kakakai sama ria shakanati shikakati shakatati shiki ti shi ama arumu tu shakamalulu lomoto takaya shaku tokamata kaya tokoko takaya shakaya moto Zakaya tatakiani amaishiki anaita kakakai oti kaya taya sakakakakum shakakakakum sakatakia sakamata shakakakakum shakakakakum sakatatutushum ashum akatitushum akatatutushum shikatitushum Saka shoo shoo. Oh sha ataka tu. Oh shoo tu. Shoo tu. Shoo. Saka tu shoo. Saka tu shoo. 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 Shoo tu. Asha atuko shiki amataka arashu. Saka tu shoo tu. Oh shaka ti. Oh shaka tu. Ashaka tu. Shaka tu. Asa ti ama ataka I ari I ti o sa ataka ari I ti koto shakama saka I sa mo shokati tiki ora I shakamati I shikete asama ataka atara atama o shakami ataka hari asakamushi ashi aki ati atu shakamoto ori ike shakamati ataka kuna matataka o shakatatai shakata o shakatai shakata sakara ashakata o shaka amataka kakakum ata ari ashakata o amataka ari ishakata ari ashaka ari yataka tukushkum ari ashakata o inyataka kakakum ari ataka ko shakamata o sha ataka ara iki shak ara u sha ai taka o kakakakako o kukukukukum akakakakakashu akatatatata akakakakaka ra o shokomo tu ta akakakakaka ta la o niamota kakaria sa o kamataya shakamatori asa Signata che chiare so come toti kata ka ari ishi kata toko o o toka shaka maisha iana iataka sakamata tara toko shaka mi asata o shinyata kia sakata to shaka mataisha a u shama isha a iataka ko shu Shoo, sakatu, shoo, sakatu, sakatu, sugar, shoo, sakata, shoo, sakatu, shoo, sakata, shoo, Fiamata. Oshana otoka kakamata. Oshi aishi aisho oshi. Okatutututu. Akatutu. Okatutututu. Akamototutu. Shina ataka asakamata. Ishinya motoka ayashaku. Sani ataka amo tokomo takakaka ushu ushi kia matai asatai asakamoto yashakoto yetu. Si nyatatakia moto ki ali nyatatakia shakakakia o shamati shinyata tiato shakamato shaka yamatu shamata o oto amaru inyata sakamata shakatu nyatakaka areshk origumu atataka aria tukutara asakatara ayatataka otokako aisha itu ko shokomata o isha ana ata ai ishu ia ana oto ama ru ra shaka hama ra shuko shinya tokokokokoko. Oh, my beloved family. Thank you so much for receiving these codes. Know that everything that is meant to be received by you right now has been received and is integrating in the most divinely perfect ways. And be patient with yourself. These codes are going to be working all the way through the gateway on the 2nd, all the way up to the 5th of May. And for those codes that are needing to be held to be further integrated, this is going to keep unfolding through August. I feel like a hair stuck in the back of my mouth. I don't even know how I got there. I'm going to try to talk over it. Way to put me to the challenge. Hair in my mouth is like my biggest. I'm like, so now I'm like, oh, you got hair in your mouth, and you got to still speak and end this. Yes. Lessons. Anyway, yeah, you guys, thank you so much. Like, it's so funny because even there's points I have fears. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, what if these codes are like too much for some, or what if these codes are like not what some of our other families need? And it's just like, no, we opened the space for a reason. We brought the codes that are meant to be shared in this video. And anybody that's guided to this and watched this is because you're meant to watch this video. And the codes that you received were meant just for you. For our family. So thank you, beloved, so much for receiving, for holding space, for giving support, positive feedback to all of our family and friends so we can build each other up, so we can be our best self. The time to break people down, to attack, to belittle, to pull people down so you can climb up, it's over. Together as one, we have one. And I promise you this, it is not fun to watch the world suffer, to watch those you care the most about suffer and deal with poverty and struggle and be stuck in these systems when you have it all. Just gonna leave it at that. So, this is so much better when we as a team are all thriving. And I'm so blessed to be able to be here now with our family, with all of you, to really usher in our home, to bring all of our family home, to show them what this means, show them all that we are fully restored, God, sovereign, and free. I'm going to end this session now with divine love and unconditional, everlasting, infinite divine love. We seal this session, our group container, in divine love and divine unity. Together as one, we have one. We bring joy and love from our heart to all. We are so grateful to be part of this journey, beloved, and for moving forward on everything that we're stepping into. Trust yourself, ask questions. Remember, there was never right and wrong, just what's in alignment for your highest soul path and what was needed to be experienced to learn all the lessons we've been here to learn. So, we are in this together as a team. Take care of yourself. Get ready for everything that's coming up. Check out my video with the codes I'm going to bring in on the 22nd. It's a really big day for a lot of us. For everyone. All these days, not just for some of us. Big day for everyone. But those that know how to use it, yes. From our heart to all my family, I love you. Aloha.